Labor's waited till the last hours of the election campaign to launch 4 new taxes and a $1 billion cost-cutting drive.
The LNP's gone even further, revealing they'll cut more than $4 billion.
Of all the props Curtis Pitt had at his media conference, the one thing he didn't bring was a smile, because it's bad news, because there's an election and he's making budget cuts and raising taxes.
If you can afford a Maserati, a Porsche, a Lamborghini or Ferrari, you can contribute a bit extra to the investment of roads in Queensland.
The taxes include increases in stamp duty for foreign buyers, a new 2.5% land tax on properties worth more than $10 million, plus an increase in luxury car tax that'll raise another $335 million. Plus there'll be $1 billion in cuts on spending in the public service. The government calls it reprioritisation.
That includes office accommodation, it includes contractors and consultants doing more things with the public service we have working for us rather than outsourcing.
The LNP calls it reprioritisation too, only theirs adds up to $4 billion in axed programs, including more than $2 billion from Cross River Rail over 4 years.
What we've said very clearly is we expect you to save less than 1 cent in every dollar. Less than 1 cent in every dollar. We think they can do that.
This week's Mega Millions jackpot is worth over $600 million.
Labor's also gambling on a 15% punters tax on interstate and overseas companies like Lottoland, worth another $30 million to them, all of it helping to pay for $2.78 billion in election promises, all of which the Premier avoided with a trip to the zoo and $140,000 to continue Steve Irwin's wildlife work. Which proves the political rule: premiers get good news, treasurers don't.
How much can a premier
Shane, how are these numbers going to impact on votes?
Well, Melissa, the Premier is tonight out rubbing shoulders with late-night shoppers in a shopping centre in a seat that Labor is pretty desperate to win. So that shows you that every vote still counts. Still, this afternoon, in 2 hours, we learned more than we have in the past 26 days, and voters have only tomorrow to boil all that down and consider it before we vote on Saturday, and that's exactly how the politicians like it.
Shane, thank you.